Hello friends, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna walk you guys through how I got this install with this wig by Nadula Hair Company. It is their 4x4 closure brown blonde highlight wig. When I first got this wig, it came with this little, what's it called? It's like a wig cap replacement that most companies are trying out. And honestly, I find it much easier to install the closure without this thing on it, so it's really easy to take off. I just take my scissors and just pull it off. And another thing I've been noticing, some companies when they say 4x4 closures, they've been doing this thing where it's only like a middle part closure. So just be aware of that whenever you're looking online. Make sure you're getting a 4x4 closure, or you're just getting like a middle part closure. So look deeply into the specs and pictures when you're buying it online. Anyways, so I went ahead and just cut off this little net thing on there, because even though it's meant to replace the wig cap, I found that it just still shows under the lace and it just looks better without it. And as you can see, there's literally only lace in the middle for parting, and then the rest of the hair is just like wefted on. But I'm just going ahead and bleaching the knots. Even though this wig was already brown to start off with, I kind of want to just lift the knots a little bit more so I can get a more natural, install look. But honestly, if you get this wig, you don't really have to bleach the knots because the hair is already brown, so it's not like it's black knots. But I still went ahead and did it just to be a little bit extra. After I bleached the knots and used my purple shampoo, I'm going and doing just a little bit of plucking. Like, plucking took me like 10 minutes. It was very minimal because, like I said before, this whole closure is not lace. There's like lace in the front and there's lace in the middle, and then after that the rest of the hair is just tracked and wefted. So I literally just had to pluck like just behind the hairline, and after that, that's all I had to do. So you can honestly probably get away with not plucking or bleaching the knots on this wig either. I personally prefer a full 4x4 closure where I can part anywhere on the lace, but I think this is also because of the lace shortage that's been going on. That's why some companies have been trying out this like partial lace closure concept, but it's honestly not my favorite. But I feel like for beginners it works. Once I'm done plucking the hair, I did go ahead and try to like pluck a bit in the middle, just a little bit, but I'm the worst at plucking or just making like straight lines, so it wasn't like a perfect middle part pluck.
I gotta carry him. I love you.
Alright, now that my wig is done and prepped for install, I'm going in with my foundation over here and just tinting the lace to be the same shade as my skin, using my blow dryer on a nice cool to warm setting to just, make sure that foundation oxidizes on the lace before I put it onto my forehead. And the wig is still kind of wet because I did bleach the knots and everything, and normally I like to let my wigs dry overnight, but I didn't have time for all that, so I'm gonna go ahead and be using my blow dryer later on to just dry the hair. But closure installs are pretty simple. I feel like they're kind of like a 1 2 3 step for me process. Which you want to do, right? Go ahead and just cut off the little tabs that come onto your closure. Get your spray, got to be hairspray, mousse, whatever adhesive you want to use. And I like to use the got to be spray because I feel like it's easy to put on and easy to take off and does not pull off my edges. So I just go ahead and spray that as close to the lace as I can. Go ahead and use my blow dryer on a cool to warm setting to help all of that just adhere and lock in. I'm over here being so lazy and using a razor comb to help me press down my lace because my rat tail comb, I don't know where that's gone. I can't find it. So anything with a flat surface that you can use to help you push into the lace will work just fine. And here I am going in with that same razor to just cut off the lace. I don't like to use scissors to cut off my lace because I feel like it doesn't give as nice as a natural hairline. That you want that jagged look. It makes it look more natural and helps the lace blend better into your head. So I'm just going in, making sure it's nice and pushed in. Time for the baby hairs, super easy. One thing I've been doing these days with my baby hairs is that I don't cut them before I swoop them. I like to like pull out the hair, swoop it, and then cut it. I feel like if you're a beginner and you want to kind of see what the baby hair placement's gonna look like before you like commit to cutting it, you should definitely try this method of like pulling it out first, swooping it, and then using your scissors to cut it once you get like the desired swoop that you like. At first, I thought I was gonna do like 3 swoops, but I realized nah, it looked kind of ugly and it was just like too crowded. I prefer to, especially with closures, do the little 2 swoops, one on the side, on the other side, because I feel like sometimes it's like a bit too crowded to do 3. But if you can make 3 work, then do whatever you feel like looks best on your head. Like no one can tell you how you can do your baby hairs because it's your baby hairs. If you want to have 5 baby hairs on one closure, do that, sis. That's your business. No one can tell you nothing. Anyways, once I realized, yeah, the 3 baby hairs were gonna look kind of weird, I decided to just, push the one in the middle back and just keep 2.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. One's in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry him. I love you. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. One's in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry him. I love you.
Once I'm nice and satisfied with the way the baby hairs are looking, getting my elastic band and using that to help, secure the meltage of the lace, right? And now I'm just gonna use this little baby hair brush to kind of just help me push out all those hairs that are not gonna be baby hairs and just kind of help clean up the hairline a bit and get all those little flyaways away. I usually use the time while my lace is being like melted with the elastic band to just kind of help clean up the hair. So I'm getting my little wax stick to help push away all the rest of the flyaways, and of course the hot comb to help make sure everything is nice and flat. And just, yeah, cleaning up the hairline, making the look more professional, more neat. Now that I've cleaned up the hairline to my liking, I'm using my little hair serum. This is the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. I really like this serum for like helping keeping straight hair less frizzy. It was great with frizz. It also helps add shine. I'm gonna trim the ends. As you can see, the ends are quite dry and a little bit thin in my opinion. So I'm just going in and giving it a nice blunt chop. And I feel like honestly, a lot of hair, once you give it a good chop at the ends, it makes it look so much healthier and just gives it more shine, more body and movement. Here, I'm using my little blow dry attachment to just, go back and dry the hair. I also like using this blow dryer attachment. I feel like since it's like forcing the hair to be pulled down straight, if that makes sense, it also helps give me a nice flat finish. I really like this blow dryer. I will probably link it down below if I can find it online. I got it from my local beauty supply store. Now that I've dried the hair and my lace is nice and dry, I took off the elastic band. I'm just trying to cut off some excess lace that's on my forehead that doesn't have any hair. That also helps give you a more like what lace, what closure type of look is cutting off as much unnecessary lace. Like if there's no hair on it, then cut off that piece. Like what are you doing? Are you saving it for later? To really finish off the look, I'm going in with some lighter shade concealer and a little angle brush and just popping that right into the part so you can really see the part and make it pop. And don't mind the little like piece of makeup that's like on my hair on the other side. I had like makeup on my hair and I didn't realize till now that I rubbed it onto the wig, but it's okay. It's all Gucci. Now we can proceed to styling the hair. I wanted to keep this very simple and basic, so I'm just going in and cutting some long layers, and I'm gonna just do a nice little like bump to the ends. But that's really it for the look. It was a very quick and easy install. Like the whole install itself took me about 30 minutes. Super easy, super quick. I love doing closures because I feel like closures are very straightforward. I don't really have too much problem whenever installing a closure, so I definitely recommend, if you're a beginner, definitely go for a closure and get like your hand at just like, you know, making your closure look like a frontal. And once you feel like you have mastered closures, then frontals, sweetie, will be a cakewalk. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to the end for the finished looks. But really what I'm going to do after this few clips, I'm just going in and using my straightener to bump the ends. But yeah, peace out, Girl Scouts, and hope to see you in another one. Goodbye.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now.